We're on the road again, much closer to home this time. We're off to a place called Wings Wildlife Park. It's some place we've been looking to go to for ages, actually. I'm going to swing the camera around. We're on our way, just driving there now. It's been a very frosty morning. It was 4 o'clock when I got up this morning. It's currently reporting as 3 degrees in the area that we're at, which is pretty cold, but it's gorgeous scenery. Just let me turn my camera around. Check that out. We've got the clouds sitting low in the valley there. The road's pretty icy. We've been sleeping away or creeping away along the roads here just cautiously because of the ice on the road, but the view is just gorgeous. It's a better view of the clouds below us as we're driving into the valley here. Just spectacular. Well, we successfully arrived at Wings Wildlife Park. We've just got our tickets and had our orientation to the park. It's quite a lot here to see, actually. There's a wildlife section and a farm section to check out, so I'll share some updates on that. But this whole valley is just absolutely gorgeous. The temperature did drop down to 1 degree as we're coming into the valley, so it's a pretty cold morning here, but the sun's lovely. It's looking like an absolutely perfect day. There's not a cloud in the sky here, so we're pretty spoilt. And I'm sure the temperature is going to come up as the day progresses. Anyway, we're off to discover Wings Wildlife Park. And just to give you a sense of the park, as I said before, we've got this wildlife area here that seems to have a pretty good variety of both local and international wildlife, and then a farm section down here. So I believe there's some sections that are quite interactive. We can get quite close to the animals, so I'll definitely be capturing some photos and some video today. I brought my big camera with me, so expecting to get some good shots during the day as well. Well, this is the farm section of the zoo, or the wildlife park. I don't know how many ostriches we have on a farm typically here, but anyway, we do have an ostrich here. He seems to want to have a chat with us, as well as this beautiful deer having breakfast in front of us. What a pretty face. So it's quite the collection of birds in this particular area. This little guy's got such a pretty face. And clearly used to human interaction, very comfortable with us being here. We've got a tree over here. It's hard to get a good view of him because he's tucked himself away. We've got the white kangaroo. Or the wallaby, I believe. Don't see those every day. This guy's a big boy. Looks like he's enjoying the sunshine, warming up this morning. Josie's happy now because she's found her Highland coo. For the rest of the world, that'd be a cow. There's actually quite a few of them here in Tassie, over in a place called Irish Town or Scottish Town, or somewhere over there. Anyway, there's quite a few of them here. There's just the one here that we can see. There's actually two of them here. This big boy here, and then she's down the back there. Both of them enjoying the morning sun. Now, the last time we saw bison in the wild was Yellowstone, so it's been quite a while. They are massive. He's not looking so happy, I have to say, which is understandable. There are a couple of them here, not just the one. And even some water buffalo, look at that. Yes, and way off in the distance, some camels. Which I was about to say is out of place, but actually Australia's got the largest population of wild camels of anywhere in the world, actually, in our outback. They were brought here with the early settlers and then left to breed, and actually become a bit of a problem. But just a couple here. All right, a little bit closer to the camel now. And then this amazing boy over here. Yes, you're very photogenic, aren't you? I say it's not quite what I expected in the farm walk. A little bit more than your average set of Aussie farm animals for sure. Anyway, I think we're going to make our way now towards the zoo area. Still, it's starting to warm up here. Lovely morning. This is such a spectacularly gorgeous area. This is the edge of the car park. So we're literally just looking at the car park, but check this out. How gorgeous is that? I think I'll park my car here anytime. There can be a lot of criticism from folks about zoos and wildlife parks and so forth, and I understand that, but it's just important to know here that the animals that are here are typically here because they've been injured or they require support and protection, and I see that with many of these parks. The intention here is to either support breeding programs or to support the health of the animals, so I really respect that. There's a whole section here dedicated to large fish of different varieties, and other small animals like guinea pigs and the like. And of course, no Aussie collection would be complete without a bunch of snakes. This friendly fellow down here is the Tasmanian tiger snake. Definitely quite venomous and quite dangerous, no question about it. But a beautiful specimen nonetheless. I got to say, so far every aspect of this little wildlife park is a treat on the eyes. Look at this. We're just walking across the bridge into the actual farm, zoo area itself. But look at this view. Just gorgeous. Cheeky little guy. Now these are all in glass enclosures. They're double glazed. You can see the mist on the screen, which it's cold outside, so that means they're warm inside, which is a good thing. We have a Tassie devil here who's I just woke up actually. I feel bad about it. He was having a nice sleep in the sun there on his back, enjoying it, but I made some noise and he's woken up now. But anyway, gives you a great view of the Tassie devil. He's still looking pretty sleepy. I think they do tend to sleep a lot during the day and do most of their hunting at night, so he's probably feeling pretty annoyed that he got woken up. There is a koala here, but he's having a good old snooze as well, as you would expect. Maybe you can hear those birds in the background. They're quite amazing. So no Tassie Zoo would be complete without our wombats. It's a beautiful pair of them here. We've entered into the kangaroo enclosure. Only seen one so far. I'm sure there's more in here than one. Yeah, I've got a group of them over here behind the fence. You can see again, still early in the morning here. It's cold, and you can see the mist coming up from the ground. We noticed with the devils that they were finding any place that they could where they could kind of rest, but in the sun to warm up. As you can see, they're not shy. I think they're used to being hand-fed. This guy is coming over looking for a feed.
Shoot down on them.
So it's actually a lovely enclosure. It goes right back up into the hills there. You saw one come romping down. But it's a lovely area. They're all looking pretty content with their situation, which is good. So this is the gang cockatoo, and he's having a wonderful time tearing away at that stick. You know, he's going to stop that I'm videoing him. He knows he's on camera. These macaws are absolutely beautiful. The colours are spectacular. Once again, the park itself is just so scenic. This little pathway up here with the tree ferns, the umbrella ferns and so forth, just beautiful. These are the red-tailed cockatoos. Yeah, just got a little flash of that red tail just now.
What would you like? Fanny tail again. Fanny tail again.
Well, I came up here, I'm at the top of the walk here, to check out the wedge-tailed eagle, which I will try to do. Unfortunately, he's tucked away there, but this little guy's come over to say hello. Another beautiful face. He's cohabitating with the wedge-tailed eagle, and I think he thinks I'm going to feed him, but I've got no food to share, unfortunately. So I did find the wedge-tailed eagle. I can see him. I'm sitting here looking at him, but he's got a decently good size enclosure, and I'll try and get close, but he's really hard to photograph or to film just because of the way that the enclosure. Let me try and see if I can give you a look at this beautiful bird. All right, so if I zoom in through the wire here, you'll see him just there, and he is truly gorgeous. These are a very big bird, there's no question about it. I've come across the wedge-tails in the wild some many years ago, eating carrion on the road, and I was amazed at just the size, the sheer strength of these birds. They're beautiful. It's sad to see them in captivity like this. It's not where they belong, but as I said earlier, they'll be here because they were injured or incapable of taking care of themselves in the wild, and they're definitely being looked after here, which is good. So at this point I'm eating my words a little bit, because I said earlier that these white wallabies are incredibly rare, and I'm sitting here now looking at 3 of them. So I need to do some research to understand why they're so common. I've never seen so many white wallabies or white kangaroos in one location, but I've got a suspicion that this particular type of wallaby, maybe it's not unusual for them to be that colour. Regardless, they're beautiful. They really are. So forgive the blurriness of the vision, but I'm shooting it through the foggy glass, but it just cracked me up seeing this meerkat who's parked himself quite comfortably underneath the heat lamp to stay warm. He's on lookout as well. He's doing his job as a meerkat should, but he's certainly taking advantage of that heat lamp. No question, these poor old devils are doing whatever they can to stay warm. This little guy he had a beautiful spot in the sun, and unfortunately the sun's moved across behind the trees now, so now he's looking for another spot to get warm. And I don't blame him, because I'm cold too. I think we're going to head down and grab a hot cuppa to warm our hands up and warm our tummies up as well. It's yeah, it's a great little park. The glass is finally cleared on this enclosure as well, and we can finally see this little guy. He's coming over to say hello. Well, I'd say all in all, it's a great little park. I think we could probably have stayed a lot longer and continued to explore. It's got bloody cold, actually. But there's lots to see here. The enclosures mostly are pretty good. They have got lovely little picnic areas. You can camp here as well. They've got cabins and campsites and caravan sites and so forth. So I could absolutely imagine somebody visiting Tassie and deciding to come and pitch a tent or park the caravan here and spend a couple of days kind of wandering and enjoying the environment, but enjoying the animals and so forth. So a good little spot. So all in all, Wings Wildlife Park, it's a good one.